I got to say, there's something that I kind of respect about that story, by the way. And Jake Haener, he overshot Kirby's offensive coordinator salary by just a little bit, maybe even double. But I'm happy that Kirby's driving around a more comfortable ride right now. Do you respect that out of Kirby Moore, staying humble? Do you really have to drive around a car that's 2 decades old to remain humble?
And at this point, as long as it's been working for him, you know what I'm saying? He's been in that car. He's been making moves, coaching-wise. So I'm happy that finally he buckled down and got him a new car. So that's good for Kirby.
Yeah. Everybody, a familiar face. Jonathan Moxey played for Boise State from 2013 to 2016, won a Fiesta Bowl. I know we got a few pictures, some throwbacks of you from your playing days at Boise State. You were a star cornerback, started at an early age. Right now you're playing up in Canada, the Canadian Football League. Luckily you get a bye so you can come back for homecoming. When's the last time you were in Boise, and do you miss it at all?
Man, you know, I came back to graduate in 2018, and honestly, coming back here has brought back so many memories. I'm happy I definitely made the trip. Saw a lot of old friends. Just haven't seen everybody, but going to the tailgate after this, you know what I'm saying, see a few of those guys and just stepping on this blue, man. So much hard work been put in here, and I'm happy to see these guys, you know what I'm saying, paying it forward and continuing to put in that work.
There's been a couple of guys, I know Avery Williams in particular, that said that the blue has magical powers, gives you magical powers. Do you feel them being back on it at all?
Oh, I feel it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it'll carry over to when I go back to the end of the season over there in Canada.
Why come back around the program? I know Andy Avalos has had a big-time outreach trying to get the alumni back, inject their love and enthusiasm back into Boise State football. I don't know if he's reached out to you at all, but why be around the program?
You know, I always kept in contact with AA. He's a great guy, you know what I'm saying? He was a role model for a lot of us back then, you know what I'm saying? When I first got here, he was a position coach, you know what I'm saying, like coaching linebackers, and he's worked his way up, you know what I'm saying? So I can respect that, and like I said, he's a great guy, role model for a lot of the ex-players.
Jonathan, you played on a couple of pretty good defenses during your time at Boise State. This one right here, though, that they're running out there this year, man, it's as good as any that I've seen, and I've been covering the team for 12 years now. I know that you got a job up there in Canada to play professional football, but how much time do you get a chance to maybe sneak away, watch some Boise State football, and what do you think about this defense right now?
Oh, yeah, man. You know, whenever I can, I see the blue on TV, I got to watch it. You know what I'm saying? I know these guys are top 10 in a few categories, you know, yards against, third down efficiency on the defense side, you know what I'm saying? So I see a top 10 defense. Like you said, I see the magic, I see it's happening, and that's another reason why I had to book this flight, come check on AA and see what Spence and them are doing with this defense, because clearly they're doing something right.
I go back and I look at that 14 defense where you guys made a lot of big plays that year. The one thing about this defense is that they haven't generated an abundant amount of turnovers, but they've proven to be very hard to move the ball against. How connected do they feel, and how do you build that camaraderie to where it actually allows you to perform better on game day?
Man, it just starts in practice. Blue-collar mentality. I know these guys do this every single day in practice. They go hard, you know what I'm saying? And the turnovers will come. The big plays will come. But if a team can continuously not be able to move the ball on you, it's a lot of quarterbacks in college that are good. A lot of them aren't. It's hard for them to move the ball all the way down the field without making mistakes. So as long as that defense stays consistent and they stay disciplined, the plays will be made.
Do you hone in on the cornerbacks in particular when you watch?
I try not to.
Okay.
I don't want it to seem like I'm watching film.
Okay.
So whenever I look back at it, you know, I'm just sitting there watching the game as a totality. You know, I'm watching offense, I'm watching defense. I'm like, oh, that's a great play by that D lineman. So
you try to be a fan?
Try to be a fan. There you go. Try to be a fan.
Jonathan, fill us in a little bit about your professional career, because you left Boise State. You pursued an NFL opportunity. You had a couple of those. You end up going north of the border, and you're having a fine career in the CFL.
Yeah, man. Like you said, bounced around on some practice squads, and finally this CFL team calls me, and they like what they see. They want me to play. So I'm grateful for Calgary Stampeders giving me the opportunity, you know what I'm saying, going into my second year as a starter up there. And, you know what I'm saying, I've been locking it down, so, and I'm still getting better every year, so I'm grateful for the opportunity.
How long are you going to ride this out?
I don't know, man. Only God knows that, you know, but I'm going to play as long as I can, as long as he blesses me with the ability to play ball. Okay,
I have to give you a chance to rebuttal. I asked Shane Williams-Rhodes who would win one-on-one. Right now, I got to say, I think you, so maybe we'll go back a couple years. Who wins one-on-one in that matchup, and what would make him so tough to cover?
I'm going to say me, of course. I think anybody would say that. Shane,
especially you, though.
Shane, I would say, the hardest thing about him is he's shifty. You know what I'm saying? Not super fast, straight line, but very quick, very shifty. But thankfully, I'm shifty too. So we'll see how it works out, but I'm always betting money on me.
Mox, Appreciate you, man. We look forward to continue following your professional career. Like I said, it is homecoming week. Cool to see the alumni back in town. Jonathan Moxey, Shane Williams-Rhodes, and that Kirby Moore guy that's going to be on the opposing sideline.